Welcome back to a new video guys. This video will be very helpful for you, so watch and understand everything actively. Normally players do crouch, drop shot, jump shot, and jiggle in close range. Well, crouch and prone both are okay for close range hip fire, but the jiggle and jump shots sometimes can be useless. We will talk about proper hip fire later, don't worry, but first let's clear some close range concepts about hip fire. As I said, crouch and prone shot is okay because the player who perform it knows the actually timings of these to perform. And the proper timing will bring you an advantage for sure. Also, I said jump shot and jiggle are useless. No, it does not have disadvantage, but gaining advantage from jiggle movement and jump shot are totally random, and it depends on situation as well as your opposition's skills. For example, whenever you jump to take shot on enemies, your character will form a curve path right after takeoff. And nowadays everyone know to trace a curve moving object in this game, so you can be an easy target if you fails to finish your enemy first. Hope it's relatable to you. Whereas winning the jiggle movement fight is random, as we all have experienced. Crouch and shoot, drop shot, jump shot, and jiggle movement are the parts of hip fire, right? So try to master drop shot and crouch and shoot if you can. If you want more understanding about close range, watch this video. I will attach link in the description. Weapons, attachments, crosshair placement, claw management and proper practice plays an important role to master hip fire. So these are the upcoming points from which we will be going through. Weapons, the two best weapon for hip fire are AKM and M762 in terms of damage outputs, but these two guns has the highest recoil in this game, so other than that I will recommend MP45 is the best stable weapon for hip fire, not only for stability, it is the deadliest nowadays. But the maximum players use M416 because of 1v1 arena trend or some other reason. M416 is also a best weapon for hip fire, but if you use laser sight, then it will be more stable during hip fire. The laser sight is a lower rail attachment that reduces the bullet deviation that occurs during hip fire and target aiming, hence laser sight is the best attachment for hip fire. Next is crosshair placement. Always maintain your crosshair at head level of enemies is effective but common tip, so here what you need to learn about crosshair placement. There are some players who transfer aim towards opponent along with firing, which consume time and destroy your accuracy. This should not be like this. Maintain your crosshair on enemies before you start firing, and you have to predict when they will peek for you, then shoot as pre-fire. This might seem simple, but professional players knows about its advantage. In order to adopt proper crosshair tracing skill, you need to understand about third-person perspective sensitivity managements. It's very easy to understand. See, there are two types TPP sensitivity, the camera and the gyroscope. The non-gyroscope players use camera sensitivity since they don't tilt their device, whereas the gyroscope player use both, but mostly they depends on TPP gyroscope sensitivity only. Further, TPP sensitivity is divided into screen camera and ADS. A DS works while firing only, means when you start shooting. The camera sensitivity is only used to look areas around you and to change character direction, so you can keep it higher, but at the time of firing, you cannot use higher sensitivity since your crosshair will move more than you require, hence your ADS sensitivity should less than camera because accuracy requires the most during hip fire. Similarly, you can follow this same for gyroscope if you are comfortable. One small advice I have for gyroscope players: start playing thumb fire to have a strong hip fire, or else you can shift your fire button to right index finger. These both helps to use gyroscope with it full efficiency. Because in case of index finger, your left hand have to perform two tasks of controlling joystick and the fire button, but once you follow my method your game will improve. Or else you can use both fire button as my claw, where I use index fire button at the time of scope. Normally for close range I use thumb fire. I know I have not provided any other advanced trending tip because they provide you advantage randomly. Sometime you may not win the fight, but the guide which I have given is up to you. Because here I cannot say watch my videos only, right? If you try to understand my guide, they are simple but effective. For proper practice of hip fire, go to control setting and disable the scope, just for TDM.
Killed! Target down!
Then play and compare your old hip fire skill with new one. Okay guys, that's all for today's video. Hope you learned something new about hip fire. Subscribe for more upcoming videos like this. Thanks for watching. Enjoy gameplay.
I've been drowning, I've been floating away. I ain't fucking I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million motherfuckers that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on.
आजा पकड़ आगे ना आगे नको कूद इधर कूद
Never stop, no rest, till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck, progress. I'm a god from a goddamn mess, whole place won't test. More blessed, dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a cop, stop next. I'm too long, like jumping off the top. Oh, I never let it enough to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost?
फाइट लगा